Hi, welcome to my channel. I will talk about in this video how to set up payment approval. And payment approval means Oracle Cloud Payable Payment. I will show you the steps with example. So let's start. As all of us know now, in Oracle Fusion there is one approval for payments, but it's only for PPR as a payment process request. It exists for only PPR. It's not allowed to make payment approval through payment page, either quick payment or manual payment. Maybe in the future, either in the next version of what's new in cloud or whatever, but by the way, the current solution or situations is approval for PPR. So any payment you will make through payment process request, you can set up or implement the approval for that payment. Just that to make prioritizing available funds, you can send the payment to approval for review before making final payments to either suppliers or employees. Once you enable the option or the payment approval, the payment process stops at the review proposed payment stage. Approval also can then optionally remove payments directly from a payment process request and approve it. Also, there are 3 or 4 actions to the approvals: either approve or reject or request for more information. Once the approvals receives the notifications, he can take one of those actions. Again, payment approval support only payment created through PPR as a payment process request. It doesn't support payment created on the create payment page, either the payment page or on the invoice page, because in some cases once you complete the invoice and create account and approve blah blah blah, you can go to action list and select pay in full. Either this or payment page, it not supported to apply or to enable the approval for that payment. Approval process generates and routes payment approval notification to approvals, whatever you set up, either approval group, serial, parallel, one person, supervisor, whatever. So after that, the approvals can approve or reject payment process requests directly from emails, or they can navigate to the payment process request, manage payment process requests, or through BPM or CLEST to take the actions. Setup, there are 3 setups or 2 steps for setups. First of all, that you have to enable payment approval. Define payment approval policies. This is internal in your organizations. Third one or last step is configuring payment approval rules through BPM, business process management. So if I show you the setup in system, let's navigate to the system. Just I'm logging here, just go to setup and maintenance. Let's make a refresh. Setup and maintenance. Just manage disbursement. Manage disbursement system options. Just click on it. Again, go to down. There are for approval, you have to enable payment approval. For the payment process request status report, you have to select only this one, payment process request status report format, and checkbox automatically submit at payment process request completion. This is only the setup in Manage Disbursement System Options, 2 checkbox with 1 format. save and close. After that you have to go to BBM, throw work list, show all. It will give you the work list. Again, click on work list, it will open the BBM, but before of that, as you know that you have to assign the BBM administrator workflow rules to your user. Just go to administration, then go to task configuration, then search by payment, just write payment, click enter or click here. You will find a lot, just select payment approval, then go to assignees. This is the payment approval, either switch to vertical or whatever. Just click on this button or whatever, go to rule. I already set up the rule, but I need to show you how I set up. First of all, you will find one as a standard or a default auto approval rule. If you notice here, it's the color is not like this, it's like dimmed or whatever. So once you find auto approval rules, you have to inactivate it. First step, you have to take care of these steps. So once you find auto approval rule, just go to properties, and uncheck box of active or inactive, whatever. Again, work list, just one more time, administration, task configuration, payment, payment approval, assignees, click on go to rule. Once you find the auto approval rule by the default, just go to properties and uncheck of active. Uncheck of active checkbox means make this rule like inactive. After that, you can create your own rule. For my rule, it's very simple. I create this rule. I put my condition to condition. First, our rule is two part, if part, then part. If part, I put my condition. In my condition, as you see here, I put business unit name plus the payment amount, total amount of PPR more than 1000. So and then I put the type of the approval, either supervisory, approval group, whatever. Start participant, I select this is the supervisor. You will find submitter, so it will fetch the supervisor of the submitter of BPR. During creation of BPR, once you submit this submitter, the system will check the supervisor of this submitter to send the approval to him. Auto action enabled, we said false. Auto action null, this is the room name and this is dimension ID, also null. False means that there is no auto action will be enabled, because if you put it true, it will maybe go to approval automatically without going through approval workflow rules. So here you put the condition. Condition means what? I need to put BR specific template. I need to put business unit. I have a lot of business units and I need to build my condition depends on the business unit. I need to build the condition depends on the BBR amount. I need to build the condition depends on the supplier, the buyee, whatever, a payment method. You will find all of these rules in the if condition. And here you have to select which type of the approval you are going to set up. So this is my setup. In case of you need to add a new, just come to rules, add, generate rule. This is from scratch. What is your if plus here? Sample test. You will put here, for example, BBR or whatever. Click search. I will put, for example, payment process. As you see here, payment process request, there are a lot of conditions. If you go to down, date, months, bank account name, currency, first approval, BBR template as I told you before, party name, payment method, payment function, all of this is conditions. Here is, isn't, more than, less than, same or less than, between, and so on. And here you put the result. Again, if you need to add a new one, just click here and sample test and add one more. Once you click or define this, just I put any null, just go to then. If the system, if this condition is valid, so what is the action? Just to go to down, add approval. Which type of approval you want? Approval group, job level, management chain, position, resource, supervisory, whatever. In my case, I select supervisor. If you need to select approval group, select approval group. Approval group, okay, what is your approval group? If you didn't define, you just go to approval group, select, define your approval group. Again, allow empty a group, yes or no. What is the room name? This is null, null. No, this my approval group will be, sorry, add approval will be job level, position, supervisory. So come, this is supervisory. So you can come here to the selected and cut, as like delete. And this is now I select supervisor. The response type, is it required or only for your information notifications? What is the start participant? What is the top? What is the auto action, like what I did before? What is the rule name? And here your condition. This is the rule, but before of that you have to select here, disable this through properties and create your custom rule. Also another point here I need to mention, just to go to configuration, you have to select to disable approve from here. Go to early completion setting. All of these checkbox, you will find it by default, but just go to this option and open the list of value, check or double check that the approve checkbox here is unchecked, because in sometimes you find the PBR or payment approval not respecting the approval rule which you already created. So first of all, uncheck this from this configuration, come back to assignee. For the auto approval default rule, make it inactivate. That's it. Okay, let's come back to our conditions, because I'm going now to create BBR under our conditions to check the BBR it will be sent for approval or not. Just I will take a screenshot of my rule again. Administration, task configuration, payment approval. Assignee, go to rule. This is my rule, UAE BSBU, so I will take screenshot of my condition. I just have two conditions: business unit must be this, and the BBR amount must be more than 1000. 1000 of what? Of our functional currency of this business unit. If you need to add also specific currency, as I show you before, you can define a new one with currency like or is USD, Euro, INR, AGB, blah blah blah. So just close, go to payment. First of all, I will show you that I already create invoice before to save our time. I go to invoices here, I think 20, enter. This is my invoice. It's like any invoice, a normal invoice, an invoice with lines, with approval invoice. After that you go to check the validated, approved, accounted, still unpaid. That's it. This is my invoice, and with my business unit, because here we select UAE BSBU. Okay, here the 1000 I put my more than 1000 to be like our conditions which we put it in our BBM approval rules. If I go to installment to check the payment method, because during create the BBR there is one option to select the payment method. Here check. That's it. You have to ensure that it's validated, accounted, approved if you enabled approved for the invoice, and the conditions like whatever you put it in the rule. Save and close. Go to payment, done. Go to home page, payment, manage payment process request. Payment, and go to our tasks, submit payment process request. First of all, what is the name of this BBR? BBR, for example. What is the template, if you have a specific template or not? Payment through date, payment from date, from today, from yesterday, whatever. Are you going to select a specific payment method? It's optional. If check okay, if not, whatever. Here I will put our first condition, that the business unit name. Business unit name is UAE BSBU. Okay, go to payment and processing options. Are you going to select disbursement bank account? Yes. For example, this. What is the payment document? Check stock. Payment profile standard. I will review installment, review proposed payment, create payment file immediately or not, if you need to apply, whatever. That's it. So here, one of our condition, the business unit. Check everything. All of these options up to you to select or not. Just submit. Go to manage payment process request, select by either today or the name or whatever, search. You will find Musalah, this one, still pending installment selection. Just make a refresh, selected one. Just to go to this one, you will find our invoice. I will pay only 6,000 for example. Done, submit. Done. Again, come back to manage payment process request, put the date, the name, whatever you have, search, make refresh, fail the document validations. Okay, what is the problem? Disbursement bank account either set up for this combination or currency is not valid. No problem, I will make done. I will we have I need to select a specific bank. View payment. Payment details, bank details. This is a bank name, so I will select the same bank, no problem. I will come back, done, but it's not related to our approval. I just created from scratch. Again, Salah 2, everything the same, payment through from yesterday, specific business unit and UAE. Okay, payment method check, and here I will select this bank and again check, and our standard, you can put all of these. This is the same, and here we put it our business unit. Done. I can take copy, submit. Again, manage payment process request, put the name, search. It will be pending installment, selected one, go to action. I will also decrease the payment amount to be 6,000, submit. Done. Come back to manage payment, Control V, go. It's installment selected. Pending proposed payment review, go to action, resume payment process. The normal steps of BBR, either you enable the approval or not. This is the normal steps. Again, go to search. Here, pending payment approval, it means it's sent for the approvals. Our approval here is supervisor. Supervisor is means of the submitter. Here the submitter is, as you see here, Casey Brown or whatever. So now I will log in by the supervisor of the submitter of Casey Brown. Just log out from Casey Brown. Confirm. This is the Mrs. Anita and sign. she will find here approval of PPR Mo Salah 2, either approve or reject. Just click here, and I need to show you all of the actions. She can delegate, she can request more information, she can approve, she can reject. I don't know, escalate, add comment, attachment, whatever. She also try if she has responsibility of payment, whatever. I don't know it will open or not. It's not open anyway. So she can from notification approve or reject, or open the action required and select more, like delegate or request more information. I will click approve. Again, I will log out and log in by it's done. I log in by the submitter of this PPR, Casey Brown. Just click confirm. Confirm. Sign in. This is a submitter of BBR. Okay, save. Just to go to notification. Payment file is now formatted. Mo Salah payment process request is now in waiting. Approval of payment is approved. Status, he received one notification that the BBR Mo Salah is approved. Just come back to the manage payment process request, payment, go to tasks and manage payment request, search by Mo Salah 2. Now it's formatted and ready for printing. Go to action and complete your format, print, and whatever the normal steps of BBR. This is how to set up, how to check, submit for printing, and you have to record or reprint or whatever. Submit, reprint. After that, the printed, and you can review and you can check the payment here. This is how to set up, how to submit, how to check, how. So let's come back to our slides. As I told you before, just manage disbursement, enable, select the format, go to payment approval, select go to rule, and put your if then conditions. In case of you need to default inactivate the auto approval rule, as I showed you before. Here how the payment approval is processed, that if you review proposed payment page, the actions available will be approve, reject, withdraw, and resubmit for approval. The navigator of this, just come back to the manage overview page, task icon, click manage payment process request, what we did before, and search for the status pending proposed payment review. For example, if I come back to here, this page, you can search by pending proposed payment review. The other way is email notification, as I showed before. Through email, he can or she can approve or reject. PPM work list, she can withdraw, resubmit, reassign, delegate, and request for more information. I forget one thing here. In case of you need to see, now the user ask you that I submitted BBR, but I don't know the status of it, to whom it's went the approval or whatever. Just to go to tools, go to transaction console, select by the status. There is one in progress, there is one failed, there is one submitted, whatever. For example, for the submitted, for completed, here because with the approval take action, you will find it in completed. Click here and you will find the approvals. The same way, if it's still pending with the approvals, just come back and you will find it in progress. You will find it here and click on it and check with whom. Stuck, failed, the approvals said that I didn't receive any notification related to this, so go to failed or stuck to check the status. So through transaction console also you can check the status of BBR as a payment process request approval status. This is, as I told you before, that through manage payment process request you can search by proposed or payment pending proposed, the status, from email or BBM, what is the approval action available. Email is email, BBM through work list financial. For example, if I go to payment and manage payment process request, you will find here status, just proposed, pending proposed payment review, this one, pending proposed payment review, and search and it checks the actions. Payment get auto approved without respecting approval. As I told you, you have to check auto completion in the configurations to deselect the approve. What else? Enable to view approval history of payment. In some cases that the audit or whatever audit team ask you, I need to check the approval history of the payment. Now there is enhancement request or whatever, still they are working to it, like invoice approval history. Current for the AB invoice approval there is one invoice history, but for the payment still not there. Again, maybe it will be enabled or find or configured or whatever tomorrow, after tomorrow, next what's a new cloud version, but they are working on it. What is other solutions that you can you or the technical team, they can work on these tables. These are tables of what? Of the approval history archive table name. They can take these tables, check what is the column there. They can build whatever OTBI or smart view or whatever custom reports, depends, or to show all of the information related to payment approval history, like who submits the BBR, what is the name of the BBR, the amount, the invoices, the suppliers, payment method, bank name, who is the approvals, what is the action taken by the approvals. So through these tables they can, or you can build your custom report until Oracle provide or configure payment approval history report like invoice approval history. I think this is the end. Thanks for watching.